Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a coolant flush on the 380. So the reason that we're doing a coolant flush on this is because we changed the leaky old radiator here to a new radiator, and yes, we could have done a video on that, but we didn't, so next time. So what I'm going to go do is go and turn on our garden hose quickly, and I'll be back in a minute. One thing you can do before adding your radiator flush in is just do a water flush. Everyone does it different. I would just do it dodgy and just undo a couple of hoses and stick a hose in and just let it flush through. But we're doing it the lazy way today. What we're going to do is put the flush in the radiator. And I'm really sorry if it's a bad angle because I'm watching the radiator flush, not the camera. So we shall pour that in, and in it shall go eventually. We'll give that to the bin later. We shall get our hose, and what we're going to do is fill her up until it's full. I will do that off camera because sitting here watching me fill it up for a few minutes ain't much fun. Here's me filling it up just in case you wanted to see how that happens, but I think you guys can figure that out for yourself. I will see you in a minute when it's full. So as I mentioned earlier, we put a new radiator in this. We're just using the old cap for now. We will get a new one. We typically wouldn't put a new radiator in with an old cap, but for the purpose of the exercise we'll use the old cap, so just put that back on. And we shall, don't need to close that, we'll come into the car what we're going to do is turn it on and set the heater on full boost. The reason that we put the heater on is to open up the heater core, so all of the flush goes through the heater core as well. The last thing you want is two coolants mixing together. That will basically corrode anything and everything that it can in the cooling system, and possibly even in the engine where the coolant jackets are as well. So we let this sit for about 20 minutes, which will be about 2 seconds in the video, and we'll see you guys in exactly that. Now that we've done a little bit of a car shuffle, we're going to drain the flush out. Now you should drain it into a container and dispose of it properly. The long story short is we don't have a container that's not already full of something that we need to dispose of correctly. So I'm going to drain it. You will find at the left hand side at the bottom of the radiator there's a little tap. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's just down there. So if you look to the left of the thermo fan, you'll see it, and just reach in and under. So we'll let that run out until it's empty, of course, and then we'll put some coolant in. What we're going to do, we notice there's a lot of stuff in the radiator, just residue.
Schmutz.
Yeah, leftover schmutz. So we're just going to run the hose through for a little bit with the radiator tap still open, just so it gets more of that stuff and schmutz out of the car. So now that we've just run a bit of fresh water through the radiator, we're just basically going to let it run back out that radiator tap until it's empty again. Now a lot of people think you have to use demineralized water. You can just use water from your garden hose. It will be suffice. Don't have to pay $5 for a bottle of water when you can just get the shit out your garden tap. Now don't forget to get back underneath and do up the radiator tap, which I got the first go, and then I was like, oh shit. Floyd was like, don't forget to put that in the video, and I was like, oh yeah. Now I can't find it. It's here somewhere. Can you give me a...
Come towards me more. Keep coming. There you go.
Oh, found it. Thanks. So make sure that's done up nice and tight, and then we'll put the coolant in. We have genuine coolant to put in. It's up to you what coolant that you do put in your car. Just don't mix them ever. If you're not sure what coolant to put in, download a Castrol or a Penrite app, or go to the shops and ask. Don't ask on the internet. It's like a pet peeve. That is a cool color. It looks like jelly. Or like the color that jelly should be. Now, depending on the type of coolant you get, you may have to mix the water in if it's concentrate. This is not concentrate, this is pre-mix, so it's already 50-50 water and coolant, so we'll just be putting this in without any other water. Again, it's up to you to check the coolant that you have for your vehicle to determine what is correct for it. Okay, so now that it appears full in the cooling system, we're going to go and turn the car on, leave the radiator cap off. As the air bubbles come out and the radiator runs through, we'll keep topping up that coolant until it's full and there's no more air bubbles. We'll just keep our eyes on this for the next couple of minutes as the coolant runs through, not the radiator, and keep topping it up as required. Now that we've removed all the air from the cooling system, I've put the radiator cap back on. If you have a pressure tester, it's a good idea to pressure test it while you're doing this to make sure there are no leaks, but most of us don't have one sitting around at home. So if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I would also recommend taking it for a test drive. We're not going to because it's not registered and I don't feel like getting a huge ass fine. But yeah, you'll notice probably that it's steaming a little bit too. That's because I spilled some. No big surprise there. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll keep doing more stuff on the 380 as we need to, and hopefully keep uploading more content for you guys to watch.